As 4 of the 5 lords sit upon their thrones, we return the last lord, Prince Lothric, to his altar.
The 5 lords sit their 5 thrones, all thanks to thee, most worthy of lords. Ashen one, with the lords as thy witness, bend thy knee before the bonfire's coiled sword, and let the lords' embers acknowledge thee as their true heir, a true lord, fit to link the fire. Noble lords of Cinder, the fire fades. And the lords go without thrones. Surrender your fires to the true heir. Let him grant death to the old gods of Lordrin, deliverers of the first flame.
Take note what the Firekeeper just told us. Let him grant death to the old gods of Lordrin, deliverers of the first flame. It's a hugely important hint as to who the Soul of Cinder is. We kneel and awake in what seems to be Firelink Shrine. This could play into what I mentioned in my previous video on time travel. If you haven't watched it, I talk about the untended graves and its purpose. We proceed to the first flame, and we walk upon layers of an ash-covered Lothric, where someone is waiting for us, and he seems familiar. When you do finally beat him, or I should say, it, because that's exactly what I think the Soul of Cinder is it Gwyn? Well, yes and no. Is it the player character from previous titles? Well, again, yes and no. Take a look at his boss soul. Since Lord Gwyn, the first Lord of Cinder, many exalted lords have linked the first flame, and it is their very souls that have manifested themselves as defender of the flame. So, what does this mean? Who is he? I believe the Soul of Cinder is a combination of us all. The way he uses Gwyn's grab, the way he beelines it straight to us, much like Gwyn, the way he changes stance during the fight reminds us of all the player builds from previous games, and let's not forget about the beautiful music composed by Yuka Kitamaru that hits us right in the nostalgia feels. So I'm sorry to disappoint those who believe this is Gwyn, but you almost had your wish. Think of this soul as a cooking pot. Every time the first flame is linked, another ingredient is added to the pot. I could have probably thought of a better comparison, but that's all I've got right now. So there you have it. the last boss of Dark Souls 3 is basically Frankenstein Souls Edition. I hope I've managed to make it a bit more clear as to who this character is, and I will catch you next time.